What's poppin', everybody? This is Sabro54. It is time to see if our dynamotor fluffy deck, toolbox style, can be effective enough in the standard format. Of course, I do have Rayquaza V and Rayquaza VMAX in here, but the focus is going to be to try and utilize different sorts of attackers instead of just Rayquaza. So my opponent is taking forever to decide if he's going to play first or not. I hate it when they do that. So he finally decided he's going to play first. Okay. And we're going to open up with two fluffies. Okay, so this hand is kind of shaky, to be honest. I mean, I like when I open up with a bunch of Marips and I got the fluffies and I can instantly evolve next turn, but it just means that we won't be able to use a supporter. We're forced to not use a supporter in this case because if I use Oak, they're going to get discarded, and that's really bad. Now, my opponent opened up with this Whimsicott V, so there's probably more than likely Whimsicott V-Star. If you're going to run that, you're going to run the V-Star as well. I actually pulled a few copies when I opened up a bunch of Brilliant Stars packs in the beginning, but I don't have the regular form, and it's not, I mean, your whole sort of thing is that you're trying to just trying to hope your opponent runs special energies, or what else does it negate? I think it's just tools and special energies, something like that. And you can just disrupt them through that attack. Your opponent just runs cards that are going to fall to your lock. But it's not going to be as good as other locks, like item lock, let's say, as absolute. So he discarded my energy there from the Rayquaza, and he is halfway there with the Turbo DC attachment. I think it's called, yeah, Turbo Colorless Energy or whatever. So that's going to decrease his damage, and he'll be able to use his attack, though, for just two attachments. And it looks like he's running Bibarel as well, a Bibarel line for draw power. And he searched out the Zacian, too, the psychic one that can give you a free energy if you sacrifice your turn. And he actually passed the turn. Dude, why didn't you use that guy's ability since you just have him, you played him down? Didn't really understand that. But anyway, we're going to use this opportunity to attach both of the air balloons. And that just works out perfectly. Sacrifice the switch, but hey, it's one card. We draw 7. And I'm in a pretty good position, like starting position here. You know, we got our fluffies, so that's the most important part of this deck. You have that, so you have that energy acceleration available. And then just discarding energies and then grabbing them back. So we need to find a way to discard a few. And I need to, let's see, should I Manaphy? I'm going to get Manaphy actually, yeah, because the other thing Whimsicott can do is it has a snipe. And I mean, you could say it's kind of a waste to have that sort of snipe for your one and only V-Star power you're going to utilize. And I believe that as well, but I mean, I guess if you have enough energies, it can be a powerful snipe, and then it's kind of worth it. But I mean, anyway, whatever. Just in case he wants to kill like the fluffies or whatever, I'm just gonna have the Manaphy down, so that trick is useless. Okay, so Rayquaza VMAX. I wish I would be able to get this one-hit KO, but we're not. I'm just gonna go for max burst, discard 2 lightning energies, and we're just gonna do 180 damage. It's respectable, it's high damage, but it's not enough to do the job. And I mean, attacking twice just to get 2 prizes. You know, these V-Stars are damn powerful, man. I mean, they're definitely outclassed the VMAXs at this point. You know, just that little extra HP, and you give out that whole additional price. Not exactly worth it, I would say. And then they don't even have like the V power these guys are going to have, like GXs. So if you guys notice, I didn't use my Rayquaza's ability. You don't have to. Like, people just think you got to use it every turn just because it's on Rayquaza. Not really. I mean, using it, risking drawing something that I'm not going to need, and losing Oak, which is a guaranteed 7, wasn't worth it. So, start of our turn, use Oak, get a lot of good stuff, and of course it worked out. And what are we gonna do now? I mean, I can actually just finish this dude off using Tapu Koko. That's probably what we're gonna do here. Or just maybe just attack once, I guess. Yeah, just go for max burst. I think I had enough energies to use Tapu Koko, but instead of just losing the fire energy, doing a lot of these additional maneuvers, let me just kill the dude. I'm gonna get my 2 prizes. He's gonna get 3 out of me, but hopefully he can't really attack immediately, because he doesn't have an energy on the other Whimsicott. Play another one down, and it's gonna get a second Bibarel too at this point. And of course, okay, Raihan is the dude that's gonna salvage you. This card is good. I'm not really fitting it into my decks, but it sees a lot of play across many players, and for good reason. It's a good card. Energy acceleration, man, and you get free cards. It's pretty damn good for a supporter. Okay, so he's gonna get the KO, and this is unfortunate. But I mean, as long as I get my groove going here, this Whimsicott shouldn't be that scary. It is pretty dangerous because he just needs to get one more VKO and just pick on like a Fluffy or something, and that's game. Good thing I have the mana feed down at least to negate the snipe if he wants to do that. That will be very bad. And we're gonna use Double V. Now Double V is a nice Pokemon in this case. It's gonna be able to dish out a lot of damage. I'm still not gonna be able to get that one hit KO, unfortunately. But he's not gonna be able to do that either. I wish I could get rid of that stadium too. Maybe we'll do this. Or I'm actually gonna... Yeah, we're gonna go for Marnie. He has too many cards in hand. Might as well disrupt him. Don't see a stadium. That's sad. But wasn't really worth it just using the Skylight just for that at this moment. Okay, and here we go. Revenge Blast. 210. Alright, what was I gonna say about the V-Stars? Yeah, basically, unless your deck just is fully centered around VMAXs, you know, you're just better off, with the V-Stars, just much less risk. I mean, that's about it. Nothing else to say, to be honest. Okay, so Quick Ball. I think at this point, let me check out his discard pile. Yeah, his deck is pretty straightforward. Just Whimsicott, Bibarel for draw power, and you have a deck. And Crushing Hammers for disruption. That doesn't really affect us too much in this deck because of Fluffy. And that's basically his deck. I don't have any special energies at all, so his disruption doesn't affect me. And the only tools we have, the balloons, I attached them. So it's just a beatdown deck at this point. Just a straight up vanilla beatdown. And it's almost decked out as well, so I don't know what he's taking for. 3 stadiums, Crushing Hammers, he used all of them. A few special energies too. Yeah, we're gonna get control of this game pretty soon. It's good to know that he's not gonna be able to get a one-hit KO on double. It's important. We gotta be able to tank hits at this point. Gets the other attachment on the other Whimsicott. It's gonna be his attacker throughout the whole game. And go for Tick Wind. That's the name, right? Okay. So we get boss's orders. This can't be useful, but not really, to be honest, because I gotta pull, like, who am I gonna pull? I guess maybe Zacian to get that final 2 prizes. But I'm just gonna retreat, save the Double V, as if he gets more KOs, it's gonna become even more powerful, and I know that's gonna be a nuisance for him. So go for Dynamotor. Since we can take advantage of all of this energy acceleration, might as well put it to good use. I retreat. Losing a few energies doesn't matter. And I'm just going to finish him off with the regular Tapu Koko. Just get the KO and have a Pokemon that's going to give only 1 prize in the active position. Now, it's still kind of dangerous, to be honest, because he kills this dude, then he just needs to pull Double V or just pick on Double V sort of thing. But I'm in a position too where I basically almost have him. Like, I'm gonna want to see a different attacker here just to be safe. I mean, Boss's orders with double would have worked on the Zacian once he gets his prize. I think I was doing enough damage, but it didn't work out. He used Marnie. So let's promote Fluffy here. And what do you know? Top deck the Ninetales V. This actually might not be too bad. The only problem is the fire energy. Indeed, indeed. So let me let's see here. I think I'm gonna bench it. I could see the fire energy instead of just shuffling it back in and wanting to see another attacker. Okay, benched it. Wow, actually thinking back, maybe I should have just used the stadium to search Tapu Koko V or something if it's in the deck. Okay, this didn't work out. I didn't see the fire energy here. Crap, man, I didn't really use almost none of them too. I think I only just used one for Rayquaza. Okay, so plan B. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put the energies on Fluffy, believe it or not, because if I hit this Whimsicott for 50 damage, it's a 2-hit KO. It's gonna have 200 HP. It's in that range once again. And once Fluffy dies, I mean, it's basically Double is gonna do the max damage. So I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully this pays off. I mean, if he pulls, like if you had Boss's orders, I would have lost, but there was no way for me to get a KO with the stuff that I had. So he gets another turn. He's going to put the Psychic Energy on Whimsicott and go for the Snipe. Dude, Manaphy. I guess he forgot about it. Or doesn't know what he does. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, he made the mistake. It wasn't really going to make a difference if you couldn't use Boss's orders. And Double V is just going to finish him off. Perfect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first match with our Dynamotor Fluffy deck. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What up?